How's it going? This is Josh from PTK South, and for today's Engage tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create a news release and how to create an event on Engage. So for the news release, once you get logged in, you're going to go over to this little window up here, go down to My Organizations. I'm just going to do PTK South. And then when you go over here, there is a tab labeled News. So you go in here. As you can see, there's no articles that have already been released, but if there were, that's where they'd be. And over on the far right, there's this blue button that says Create Article, and that is where you're going to start. So for our college project, we're doing a project where we go around and fix all the bulletin boards around campus. So just for like a sample article, I'm going to use that. And I already have it all pasted in here, so I'll do that. So there's an option to add pictures if you want. You can just drop files here like it says there, and then title, very simple, CCAC South Bulletin Board Project. Now the summary is just going to be something very simple, just gets the bare minimum across so people just glancing by can kind of see what you're talking about. Throw that in there. Basically just saying we're starting a project and to keep an eye out for it. Now the body is going to be where you put the bulk of your information, which I have down here, which has a lot more information about the actual project itself and like what people should actually be looking out for. Like for example, we're going to be removing out of date stuff, sprucing up the boards, making them look good, which is a lot more info than you'd need in the top here in the summary, but that's where you put it all in the body. Now down here, you have the ability to send out a notification to people. So if you want to click that, it notifies everybody in your organization. And then when you go down to visibility, this is basically where people can come and just see it, even if they're not like in the organization. So you can set it so the public can see it, just CCAC can see it, just your organization, or you can even go further in doing that. And then once you're all ready to go, you can just click here to hit create article, and it should send it out to whoever you need to send it to. Now, just to get back to home real quick, for the events, one thing to specify with the events is they have to be approved by Student Life. So after watching this, don't just go on and create an event. You actually have to get in contact with some people and get it approved first before you let people know. But once you get to that step, you're going to start the same way, go up to My Organizations, click this, and then right above news is going to be the events. Now, as you can see, there actually are some listed in here. So again, that's where you'd see it if they were there. And then if you go up here, there's a create event button. Now we'll just make one up on the fly just because we're not actually going to post it because, like I said, we don't have the approval. So we're just going to say PTK fundraiser. Now, once you put in the title, you're actually able to select a theme for it. And there's like all of these ones here. Now, I just said fundraiser, so we're just going to run with that for now. Now, the description, this is where you can type like whatever info you need for it. So just for being quick, I'm just going to write fundraiser for PTK. But you can type as much as you possibly need in there. So as much information as you need to get across, you're able to do there. Now, if there are any additional organizations, like if you're co-hosting an event with a different organization, you can type them down below there. And then once you start getting into the time and place, let's just say next Monday, just to throw something out there. Say next Monday at maybe 2 o'clock. But you can select any date, any time. And we're just going to say, yeah, it runs, we'll say it runs 2 hours just to change everything up here. From 2 to 4. And now you can actually add a location too. So if we're just saying it's at South Campus, we can just throw that in here. You can say yes or no to whether or not you want to add a map, but most people are going to know where you're going. So let's throw all this info in real quick. I actually have that down below here too. Yeah, we got CCAC South Campus. Here's the address in here. Oops. Up and see, I didn't even have to finish putting it in. It already popped up. So we'll go with that, hit save, and we're all set with that. Now for the last part of this is the event visibility. It's kind of similar to what the news release, but you can select whether you want to show it to the public, people at CCAC, just your organization, or there's also the option to just invite specific people. So you can just pick from one of those options how you are going to do it. And then this allows you to let people just say they came without having like admin permissions. So that's all that really is. And now for the perks, this is pretty self-explanatory. If you have any of these, you just put them in. We'll say free stuff, might as well. And then you can actually select all three if you really want to. So any that apply, you can do. And then same thing for this too. Like we can go down here. We said it was a fundraiser. Then it's going to be at South Campus. And then that should be about all that apply. Say meeting too, just to throw it on there. But for both of these, you can select as many as you need. So that is about all that goes into those. And then I would hit next to go and actually release this, but can't do that. You got to have that approval first. Don't forget. All right. So that is all that goes into this. Thank you for your time.